Greetings to you from Karragarra Island, which is in the Bay of Islands not far from Redland Bay. Today we are here to test and to experience a bus ride. It's a small electric, fully autonomous bus, fully electric. It's got 4 lidars, cameras, sensors, and it drives from the port here, from Marina, across the island, all the way here and back. It's limited to 20 kilometers per hour. It has a range of about 50 kilometers, and the trial is running from November 2019 for 6 months. So if you are in Queensland or in Brisbane, come up and check it out here.
Seatbelt. Here's the bus stop.
No.
No hands.
No steering wheel at all.
Yeah. So if I do need to manually take over, this is my steering and power.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stops.
Yeah. So it's about a half-hour trip round to the ferry. This car is parked a bit awkwardly, so it's going to slow down. It's going to assess the situation. It should be able to get past this one. Okay. It just slows right down because the sensors are at each corner. So it's making sure we're not too close to that car.
So does it drive on the left-hand side? Or?
It can actually run in either direction, but yeah, it keeps to the left-hand side. So it follows all Australian road rules.
Okay.
So I'll show you. So that panel's got the obstacles. So if I go and hit environment, it'll know that that was a leaf. Rearm that vehicle.
So it hasn't learned to distinguish a leaf.
It's getting better as it goes along, but it's.
What's this one?
Service interrupted. Working or restarting?
So that's just when it stops the vehicle suddenly like that, it just displays that message so I can. So everyone knows that I've just got to work on something and have a look.
Yes, but
So who gave all the names? Was it the locals and all these names, or?
I think so. Yeah, they love a good. They love some eccentricity here. And can't blame them, honestly.
Treasure Bend.
Yeah. So the official name of the road is Treasure Island. It is technically Treasure Island Avenue, but I assume if you write Treasure Island, it will still get there.
So this was the Esplanade, was it?
Yeah, this is the Esplanade, and the ferry tunnel's back there, so basically just go up Esplanade, then it does a right turn, short turn.
Oh no,
down
but
to-
is it stopping at each one of these stops?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Treasure Bend.
So it just stopped at the Esplanade.
No, so what that was is, because this road gets narrow through here,
Yep.
it's got a give way point in there.
Right.
So basically what I do is I look around, make sure there's nothing coming this way or stuck behind,
Okay.
and then I let anything else pass and then go through.
Okay.
So at the stops it'll automatically open the door as well.
So there's 2 Treasure Bend
Yeah.
and 2 Treasure
It's going backwards, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're actually running backwards at the moment.
It's a circle or some
Yeah,
not
so it's a
circle,
loop.
but it's a loop.
Yeah, so the service is a loop, but this vehicle's actually running backwards.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Because
okay.
this is a French-built vehicle,
Uh-huh.
and so the doors are in the correct direction of travel. The doors will be on the right,
Oh, yeah.
so it runs backwards for Australia.
Yeah.
feedback. So it's got some dash cam, front and back dash cam.
Yeah, so we use
Yeah.
the dash cams
Black
just
view?
View.
It
Yes.
does
Yeah.
look.
Like view.
Yeah, so those dash cams just get sent to RACQ, so they
Okay.
can see how other drivers behave around the vehicle and how the vehicle behaves on the road.
Good idea. Oh yeah.
So they're doing a trial.
Yeah, so this is a 6-month trial.
Is this the only one in Australia?
It's not the only one in Australia, it's the only one in Queensland though.
Okay. Nice.
It's a privilege for us to be here today.
Yeah. So I'm going to manually take over because that car's just parked a bit close to where we need to be.
Ah, okay.
So I'm just going to manually drive this around.
So you'll hit it?
It won't hit it, but it will just stop the vehicle and won't continue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. think you'll go around it.
So it's got a certain path programmed into it. So once you deviate from the path, the vehicle just stops safely.
So they're going to improve on that?
Yeah, so the plan will be to change. Yeah, so the plan will be in the future to try and make it a little bit more able to cope with traffic in that sense. But the way this is designed is so that basically the path is to remain clear.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't an unusual environment for these to be used in. So normally a vehicle like this is going to be in a city.
Mm-hmm.
So normally they're dealing with other cars, they're dealing with more pedestrians. This is dealing a lot more with wildlife and trees and long grass.
Parked cars. And,
Parked cars, but also there's no set parking areas really.
Mm-hmm.
So people park where they feel like it, whether it be legal or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so this is the Esplanade. This is the first proper stop.
Ah, first stop, Esplanade.
Uh-huh.
So it automatically opens the doors of the stop.
Okay. No one.
Yeah. So when I close up, people automatically go.
Uh-huh.
So one day this will run without you. One day, do you think?
So there is one trial in France where they build these, where they're already running without a chaperone on board.
Okay.
So what happens then is all the doors and the stops are automated. The vehicle will enable its onboard cameras. So there's a separate onboard camera that we're actually not using at the moment.
Right. Okay.
And it will enable that camera so it can recognise whether there's anyone waiting at a stop. So it can fully automate the boarding process.
Mm-hmm.
And if the vehicle does need to be controlled remotely, they will ring through here to the chief operator and they'll take control from an office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Phantom braking?
No, it's not phantom braking. So it's picked up some of these longer strands of grass.
I see.
Yeah. So those longer strands of grass can be a little bit troublesome at times.
As they start moving and towards the road or something. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So once the wind picks up, things can be a bit
Uh-huh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Overly cautious.
Yes, and I think it needs to be honest.
Mm.
If it wasn't, we'd probably have a lot more dramas.
Mm.
We just did a right turn
Yeah.
by itself.
Wow,
So
yeah.
all I did is I just told it that the coast was clear and that it was safe to turn, and it did the turn.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it's going to do the same now, so it's sliding down to the corner, so I can just have a look, clear that side and that side, and I tell it to go.
We've done 1,027 kilometers so far.
Yeah, so we when we got the vehicle on the island, it had about 400,
Oh, okay.
so that's in a few months it's got up to just over 1,000 kilometers.
This is fun. And it's exciting that this trial is happening here in Queensland, on one of the islands. Perfect.
Have all the locals had a go in this?
Quite a lot have. There's been a few people that have been a little bit reluctant to try it out.
Mm.
And the priority with this trial is local residents first. So
Mm.
if there's an issue with space on board, I will ask to make sure that if there is any local residents in the area waiting to jump on board, that they have priority boarding.
Yes. Mm.
But yeah, most people have been really interested in the trial to see how it goes. I think managing expectations is a challenge.
Mm.
The technology is still relatively in its infancy, so it doesn't always perform perhaps as flawlessly as people might have expected it to.
Made it to the end.
1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 stops.
Yeah. So you've got
This is a
Treasure Strait, which
3-point
is
turn.
a few hundred metres down that way again. You've got Treasure Bend, then the Esplanade,
And then ferry terminal.
the ferry terminal. The ferry terminal takes a little bit longer because we've got to do a U-turn at the end. Occasionally we have issues with people parking in the U-turn area.
Mm.
So when that happens, I'll just manually take control, drive up another 20 or 30 metres and do a 3-point turn.
Has it ever run out of battery en route or anything?
No. So we've got a procedure. So our sort of procedure is once the battery's hit 25%, we don't start any more services. And the vehicle has a fail-safe built in, so if the battery gets below 15%, the vehicle stops running in autonomous mode and you manually can only drive the vehicle back. So if you're on a timed circuit, 15 should be just enough to get back, but it's out was interesting.
And it sounds like it's more 4 to 5 hours to charge the battery. It was a longer.
It's about 12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So if this vehicle could get a full charge, so if someone came in Sunday night to put it on charge, would not be having any issues. We'd be able to run Monday to Friday, it's fine. Just couldn't leave it on charge on the Friday. If someone came in on Sunday afternoon, we should be.
Is it charging off standard 10 amp power point?
It is at the moment. There are fast chargers available in the same way that you have them for other electric cars. Just for this trial, because it's only a short-term 6-month trial, the decision was made not to buy one of those quite yet.
Yeah.
Because they're a 3-phase dedicated power system charger for those. So
it's funded by RACQ?
yeah, so it's a part deal between RACQ. So RACQ actually owns the vehicle, and then Redland City Council is partnering with RACQ to roll it out, and then it's also part of the Council of Mayors. So there's potential for the vehicle to move to another council area in southeast Queensland.
Is this your full-time job? Or?
So I'm working 2 to 3 days a week, just depends. We've got 4 rostered drivers. I've been working a little bit more over Christmas because a few people don't take their Christmas leave, so it's not full-time, it's part-time.
Yeah, must be a very exciting project, like being a pioneer in this area.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So I got into this so my background from study is town planning. So when council was looking for people, I got involved in the program through my degree. It's a very tight-knit community.
Yes.
So
Okay.
basically, you don't choose to come here, they choose you almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, it's a very welcoming place, but
What's the population here?
about 160.
60 people.
Yeah, so it's quite. It's probably the smallest thing you'll find in southeast Queensland.
Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone knows everyone, and
Everyone knows everything about you.
yes. This is where the car ferry stops.
It's one of the only sandy beaches too.
Yeah.
You
Now, a lot of people from the other islands come to Karra for the beach.
And what is your name, sorry?
Tom.
Tom, thank you very much, Tom.
No worries.
It's been great.
Have a great day.
Thank you.